Welcome to The Explainer. We're diving straight into the next massive shift in enterprise tech today, Agentic AI Workflows. We're rapidly moving way past the days of simple chatbots and rigid automation. We're entering an era where AI doesn't just assist us, it literally acts, reasons, and adapts on the fly. Let's unpack exactly what these agentic workflows are, how they function under the hood, and why they are fundamentally changing how businesses operate.
To make this all super clear, we'll break it down into 5 quick parts. Moving beyond basic automation, how these workflows actually operate, single versus multi-agent systems, some real-world business applications, and finally, the challenges and the future of this tech.
All right, part 1, beyond basic automation.
The distinction here is honestly night and day. Traditional automation, it's rigid. Think of a standard drive-through car wash. It follows the exact same sequence: soap, scrub, rinse, completely regardless of whether your car is caked in mud or already spotless. It just can't adapt. Agentic workflows, on the other hand, are totally dynamic. They continuously analyze their context, learn from the outcomes, and use autonomous reasoning to tweak their behavior in real time to optimize the results.
So the crucial takeaway is this: we're talking about AI that actually perceives its environment, makes independent decisions, and carries out tasks from start to finish. Instead of a human hand-coding every single step, an agentic AI workflow takes a high-level goal, breaks it down into subtasks, figures out which tools it needs, and just gets to work. It's a massive leap from generative AI that simply drafts an email to a system that essentially manages an entire business process.
Moving on to part 2, how agentic workflows actually work.
Think of the tech stack like a digital nervous system. Large language models are the brain, processing data and handling the reasoning. Natural language processing, that's the ears and mouth, taking in human input and communicating back. Then you have robotic process automation acting as the hands, executing the physical or software tasks. Give the AI access to external tools and APIs, like the open web or internal databases, add in some system memory so it actually remembers past interactions, and orchestration platforms to keep the whole shebang running smoothly, and boom, you've got a fully functional agentic stack.
Now notice that this process isn't just a straight line. It's an active, continuous loop. It starts with your input, moves into a planning phase to explore different paths, and then goes right into execution. But step 4 is really where the magic happens: reflect, observe, and correct. The AI acts, reflects on what just happened, and if it hits a wall, well, it corrects its approach before ever giving you a final response. It iteratively problem solves, much like you or I would.
To see this reflection step in action, there's this brilliant anecdote from AI leader Andrew Ng. He was doing a demonstration, and his AI agent was trying to complete a task when, bam, its primary web search API failed. Now, a traditional automated system, it would have just hard crashed right there. You'd get a big red error message. But this agentic system didn't give up. It autonomously reasoned through the problem, realized it still had access to a Wikipedia search tool, pivoted its strategy, and successfully finished the job. That level of adaptability is exactly what makes these workflows so incredibly robust.
All right, part 3, single versus multi-agent systems.
As tasks grow in complexity, the architecture scales right alongside them. Single-agent workflows are fantastic for straightforward, contained processes, like an AI agent that manages your calendar, scheduling appointments, and sending reminders. But a multi-agent workflow, that operates more like an entire corporate department. You might have one agent acting as the orchestrator, directing a highly specialized team. Imagine a supply chain. One agent tracks inventory, another manages logistics, and a third ensures regulatory compliance. They literally talk to each other and coordinate to knock out massive interconnected tasks.
And when you're dealing with real-world, unpredictable data, you really need conditional workflows. Sequential workflows are linear. They're great for predictable data pipelines, sure, but conditional workflows introduce dynamic decision points. Say a document's quality is just too low. A conditional workflow might autonomously route it for image enhancement or flag it for human review, rather than just forcing it through the pipeline and spitting out a bad result. It's custom-built to seamlessly handle uncertainty.
Let's look at part 4, real-world business applications.
This technology is fundamentally transforming industries through sheer scale and speed. In cybersecurity, autonomous agents are out there spotting threats and locking down vast networks before human IT teams have even had their morning coffee. In retail, they're automatically rerouting shipments during sudden storms. And in healthcare and finance, they're processing millions of diagnostic points or transaction records simultaneously to catch fraud or assist in patient care.
The real beauty here? The ability to operate 24/7 without ever experiencing fatigue. To put a hard number on this, let's look at the software company ServiceTitan. By integrating agentic customer service workflows that autonomously detect customer intent, pull up account history, and optimize handoffs, they reduce their average time to answer a customer by an unbelievable 7 minutes. 7 minutes! That's huge! Plus, they push their first contact resolution stats well above the industry standard. So we're not just talking about cutting costs here. It's about massively improving the actual customer experience through unprecedented speed.
Finally, Part 5. Challenges and the future.
Now, as powerful as these agents are, you definitely can't just plug them in and walk away. They require strict governance. You run into serious security and data privacy risks when you give an AI open access to external APIs and sensitive internal databases. And the integration itself, really complex. That's why having human-in-the-loop oversight is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to have clear guardrails so that when an agent faces a high-risk decision or lacks confidence, a human expert steps in immediately to take the reins.
So, where does this leave us? Well, the ultimate goal isn't to replace human workers. It's about a seamless partnership. Agentic AI excels at exactly what we are fundamentally bad at: processing vast amounts of data and executing thousands of repetitive tasks without getting tired. When AI handles all that heavy data-driven lifting, it totally liberates human potential to focus on what AI can't do: true strategic thinking, nuanced judgment, and genuine empathy.
I want to leave you with this provocative thought. Think about your own role. How will your daily tasks shift when you transition from being the person executing the work to becoming the manager and orchestrator of a collaborative team of autonomous AI agents? Because as we've explored in this explainer, this shift in how we work is no longer science fiction. It is a reality that businesses are implementing right now. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you're walking away with a much clearer framework for the incredible potential of agentic AI workflows.